Whoa! Hi, it's Exploring John. We're down here on the Antietam Creek again. We're going to have another great kayak trip. Stay with us. So here's some of our Navy here, all the kayaks. All right, here comes the first kayak to be launched. All right. This starts our trip. Here's another kayak being launched, another one coming down. We're down here to the sluice, getting ready to go through it. There's a scrape there. Another little bounce. All right, now we're into it. Coming out the other side. I'm going to have to try and get through the rocks here. Hey, this is one of our better times through. Well, we made it without getting hung up. We're going to meet up with our group here and then continue down the stream. These are our groups, stringing out a little bit here. Got a lot of kayaks today. Now we'll turn around and head on downstream. Okay, we're down here at the next rapid. This is the first one after the sluice. We know from past experience we want to be on the right. And even that can get shallow, but definitely not the middle. See out there in the middle, you can see it's a sandbar, gravel sticking out. All right, here we go. I'm seeing some big rocks underwater, nothing that we're hitting yet. Actually looks like we're gonna make it through this pretty good. Well, there was a scrape and another. Nothing bad. We're through and I'm going to move back out here to the middle. Now another section of just floating. We're down here where there's a tree in the creek and there's a little rapid here too. This one here, it's just pick your spot. It does get shallow here on the right side, right center. So we'll just take one of these tongues and go down it. Oh, look at that ahead of us flying. Missed the worst stuff. Actually, there wasn't too much bad here. And now we're back out into smooth water. All right, we're coming up on some ducks. They're going to go on the side and let us pass them. It's cool to see the wildlife out here. And here comes one behind all the rest. Meet some of the wildlife we see on the creek. All right, we're coming up on the new Burnside Bridge, where Burnside Bridge Road goes over the creek. Past that's the rope swing and a little rapid from that dam that people have made out of stone to back up the water at the rope swing. Here we are going under the bridge. This is the bridge that carries Burnside Bridge Road, and we're coming up on the rope swing. I saw someone splash out in the creek a little while ago, so We'll see if we can catch someone coming out. Here we go. Up on the rope swing. All right, we got someone else up there on the rope. Get ready to swing in. Ooh. Nice splash. All right, we're getting ready to watch someone else swing out here. Good splash.
Skateboarding, bicycle riding, whenever riding roll.
All right. All right, so we're passing the rope swing. We're down here at the stone dam. The left side's the side to go on. Let's take a look at the stone dam. Then we're going to continue downstream. Up ahead we can see Burnside Bridge. We'll be going through that in a little bit. Here we are, we came up on Burnside Bridge, the original historic Burnside Bridge. And this time we'll go through the left arch. Last time we went through the center. All right, we're lined up with the left arch and getting ready to go through. This here is the witness tree. It's said that it was here during the battle. All right, here's the arch. Look at it here as we go through. We hear some echo pop out. The next thing we should see is a water gauge, and then the dam. You can really hear the dam now. Over here on our left is the water gauge. You can go online and see how deep the creek is. So we're approaching the dam. And usually we don't like the right side because it sticks out of the water. You can see some of it sticking out now. And we'll go middle, left. So we'll go across and then we'll turn around and watch other people come over. All right, we're getting closer. Straighten up a little bit. Oh, got a little splashed. Made it through fine. Now we'll turn around and get over. Okay, coming through the trees there. There goes Lynn, watching his elders come through. Here comes Levi. Yeah! Here comes Gary and Lucy. Yeah. Here comes a canoe over. Okay, watching some others come through. Now that most people are over the dam, we're heading on downstream, coming into Molly's Hole. All right, we're passing the crowd here at Molly's Hole. We're going to come up here and look at the culvert pipes to see what kind of water's coming out. Or should I say, we're going to see how much water's coming out. We know what kind, it's clear. We're coming up to the first culvert pipe. It's pretty much out of the ground, or it's pretty much out of the water. Look and see if we can see daylight as we go by. Oh, I couldn't tell. Go down there and look at the other one. We've come down here before and they were in the creek. You say, when was that? Well, look at our trip down the flooded Antietam and you'll see the creek up that high. Okay, we're coming up on the second culvert pipe. It's a ways out of the water. Nice to see the water splashing through. Did we see daylight? I couldn't tell there either. We'll head downstream here to that bend, go through that rapid, and make our way through. All right, heads up, we're going into a rapid. Hopefully nobody will hit a rock or wipe out. Just missed one there. Now the creek wants to push us into the bank. Work our way out of this, and then head on back downstream. Tree here that's messing with the current. Having to make our way around it. And we've got some rocks up ahead to dodge. One right there. Alright, at least we're back out in the middle now. Heading down to the next rapid. We're coming up on our next rapid. See, there's a series of rapids here. One group of rocks after the other. We found us a tongue we're going through, which has a rock right in the middle of it. Yeah, we missed that. Cutting back to the left. Try to stay in the center. Well, hit that rock too. Alright, we're coming up on our next rapid here. Left side looks like rock out of the water, so we're gonna stay kind of center. Caught some rock there on the lip. Now we're out of it. This next little rapid. There we missed a rock. Now we're down into some smooth sailing for a while. Okay, here we are at the next little rapid. It's pretty much, at this point, just a rock in the middle. But there's rocks on the right. The current wants to throw you to the right. Don't want to hit this bank over here, but we're heading right for it. Under the trees, through the trees, and back out. All right, we're coming down here to our next rapid. You can hear it from here. Got some people going through it already. Try and get away from this wood. Boy, it wanted to put us right in that log. And as the current's pushing us around, so we're hanging here in the middle, heading back downstream. Here's some more little rapids. All right, there's some rocks in here we got to watch out for. Looking up ahead, it's smooth sailing for a while. Okay, we're coming up on the ford. This is where the Union Army forded the creek during the Battle of Antietam. It's real shallow there, so we're gonna have to try and get through without getting stuck. So this here's the ford. When the water's low, you can't get through without getting out. Look at some of our past videos, you'll see that. Alright, we need to go around this log here. And then kayak over a log here and hope we don't get stuck like this. Well, the water's pushing us. Yeah, we made it over. I'm amazed. Cut back to the left so we don't run into the bank. There we go. Well, we might kiss this bank. Yeah, we did. Now we're back out in the current. Coming up on another rapid. I'm thinking this is that big ledge that we have to drop over. So we want to be on the left. Oh, we just missed that rock. So we'll see how it goes as we get up here. Yeah, that's the ledge. I was starting to think, well, maybe it's not until I saw him go over it. Quentin did good there. All right, here we are. We got to turn to get over this. Splash! Okay, we made it. We didn't get, I don't think we got any water in that time. Still a little rough from it. And now it kind of settles out and on down we go. All right, we look up on the bank, we see the gazebo, so we know we're about halfway. And we're into some smooth sailing here. Now we're not sailing like Tiny is, but we're just floating down the creek here. All right, we're coming up on Goose Poop Island. A lot of people like to take out there and have lunch. It's a little bit more than halfway. Okay, here we are passing Goose Poop Island. When the water's up, it's more of an island than when it's down, but it's still a good spot here. We're coming down through this section after Goose Poop Island, and there's a lot of rocks in the middle. We've been bouncing off of them. All of a sudden you look up, oh, there's a rock! And maybe it's partially underwater or all the way underwater, but just at the surface. So you have to be careful. All right, we got a bunch of rocks in here we're going to have to thread our way through. Some of them are sticking out and some are just under enough to throw a wake. Here's our group ahead of us. All the colorful kayaks. Yeah, did you hear that rock we bounced off of? So we're coming up on a spot. We see a line across the creek. Kind of a ridge of rocks that we're going to have to go through. So as we get up to it, we'll pick us a spot to go through. All right, now we're through, but we got to get away from that tree. Some rocks here, we're just going by. Well, just hit one there. We're coming up to a spot I remember where there is a bunch of rocks that we're gonna bounce off of. Come up here and find us a spot to get through. I don't know what we're gonna have here. It looks like a bunch of rocks. All right, we made it through this time. I've gotten hung up on those in the past, but bounced off that one. Get back out here in the center so we don't bounce off another one. Went too late. Boom. It's like bump cars. There, we rode over another rock. See a lot of rocks around us. Sometimes we get the front stuck and it spins us around and we come off. We may end up seeing that. Made it through that one with just a scrape. I heard someone else scraping. Now we're into some deeper water. Whoop! Look at that, and I'm stuck. We'll just paddle around and see if we can spin off of it. There we go, we're free and floating again. Except we're looking in the wrong direction. We'll turn around here. All right, we're back turned around and threading some more rocks here. Doing all right this time. All right, we're coming up some rapids here. I see some people are stuck already. So we'll try and get through without getting hung up. That's all part of having fun. Oh, that got me. I'm still moving. We're all getting all bounced around together here. Having a great time. Hear us scraping? There we go. Oh, I see that rock. Sometimes you don't see him until you're right there. Oh, let's see. They're all going into that rock. Oh, they bounced off. Look at this big tree in the middle of the creek. We have to go around. And down we go. Whoa! Are you off?
No, but I'm getting
All right, so we had people hitting rocks there and getting wiped out. And here we're going into brush. That's where you take your paddle, one hand, and hold it up and pick up the branches. You never know where you're going to hit a rock in this creek. Sometimes they're not sticking up. Alright, I got stuck on a rock. Look at this, the current's twisted me around and hopefully off the rock. Just give it a little bit of push backwards and we're free floating. We'll need to get turned around and facing downstream. Some more rocks there we slid on. Now it looks pretty nice out. Alright, we're coming up with Charmin's Run and we see a big yellow duck down there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Look at that. That's a great thing to be out in the creek on. Alright, we're coming into Charmin's Run here. A lot of people there on the beach and all. Looks like they're having a big giant cookout. Alright, down here below Charmin's Run, we've got a little rapid with some rocks. We're going to split the rocks here and try and make our way through. Well, we hit a rock, but we're still moving. Alright, I hit a rock here in the creek, and I'm stopped. I'm going to try and spin around so the current takes me off. That usually works on most of these rocks. Well, it did at first, till we hit it. Oh, all right, we're off and we're floating now. Now we'll just get our nose turned around downstream and off we go. Coming up on another little rapid here. It's getting a little shallow here on our right. We just saw someone bounce off a rock. It's a little rough in here. We'll have to pick our way through. Try to stay away from the big rocks. Oh, here's a ledge. Oh, I thought we were going to hit that one. Oh, there's plenty more here for us. Plenty more here for us to hit. All right, we're coming up on a log that's all the way across the creek here. Get down here and figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna go over it, under it, or around it. Oh, I see people going around to the right to get through there. So we'll give that a shot. Yeah, there's a little bit of an opening here. We're gonna bounce off this log though. Get our nose around. Get back out here in the creek. So we're past that big log or tree across the creek. Luckily there was a little opening there, and on down this creek we go. All right, we're coming down here. We see a lot of people up ahead of us. That actually looks like the beginning of the end. If not, we must be close to it. Maybe it's a bunch of tubers off to the side. Still a lot of people in the creek here. Yes, this is the beginning of the end. So we've had some good wrecks here in the past. We'll see how it goes as we get up to it. We're going to try and stay more to the right and see what that does for us. We may go into this tree. It's like a lot of rocks here, and it's going to push us around. All right, we're going to get turned around. All right, I had to get out and push a little bit. Now we're going through the rapid at the beginning of the end. We'll see how we do. This is where we've had issues with rocks before in here. There we go. Went around the one that usually hangs us up, and we're headed downstream. Now we got a calm section. Okay, we're coming up on Rock and Roll. That's that last rapid. And it can get pretty wild at times. So one by one we're going in. Okay, here we go. So I'm trying to stay more to the left, and most people are going in on the right. Okay, we're making it pretty good through here. That was the first part. We're almost down to the second part. Rock and roll. And we're seeing some of the rocks sticking out. There's the Ironworks Bridge. We'll be coming up on that ledge. Whoa! Found that rock. Now we're going backwards. Let's see if we can get turned around. All right, here we are at the last part of Rock and Roll. Coming up on the ledge. Okay, we made it to the end of our trip. Had a great time. See you next time. Okay, watching some others come through.